Okay, here we are for the third round. I missed the first few minutes, but we are definitely mulliganing that one. And this one I think we can keep a little uncomfortably. Like, this is the type of hand where if we draw one of our 4 overgrown battlements, we're in great shape. Cards shouldn't matter against us too much over the long term. Yeah, if we hit a battlement next turn, we get to go McKinney Griffin, Soulbound Guardians, and then finish off with Plockerworm down the line a little bit. If we don't, if we draw a land, if he plays an aggressive too, he doesn't. All right, we're okay. Not a great spot, though. Thankfully, he hasn't really put huge pressure on us yet. All right, and he's continuing to not put huge pressure on us. And now we've got a pretty real game plan here with McKinney Griffin, Boar Umbra. All right, he hit a land drop now, though, so that's a bit of a bummer. Snake Umbra. Ugh. Well, the good news is we get to block that next turn. Yeah. Tote's going to block that thing. Griffin. And then, well, we're going to see what he does here. If he gets rid of our McKinney Griffin, then it'll change our play. But we are just going to cast one of our 2 5-drops here, I believe. Of course, depending on what we draw, there's always that. What do you have? Not a Boar Umbra. If he has a Boar Umbra, that's going to sting. Lust for War. All right, well, doesn't get to attack this turn. Okay, so this gets interesting now. Got a lot of plays available to us. I feel like playing the Totem Guide Hardbeast is the right play here. Alternatively, I can just attempt to race him. I'll take 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. He'll be dead if we go for Boar Umbra. 5, 10, 15, 20, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. So that puts us at virtual 2 life, maybe even 1 life if he can kill that Arsonist at some point. Another play we have available, though, is we can Heartbeast for Defender thing, and then, for guard duty, and just put it on our own Griffin and just make it a 1-for-1 with Lust for War, where we're left over with a nice little Griffin here. That's probably the right play, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna attack him, take our 3 here, but this Lust for War will definitely kill us. So we got to be careful about how we do this. So yeah, let's grab a guard duty here, and I'm pretty sure we're just going to have to play it on our own guy. Because if we look at the long game here, we've got it wrapped up really nicely here. Plockerworm, we can block for days with we should be able to block basically anything with Soulbound Guardian. So, like, I think things are going to work out for us in the long term. We can just Boar Umbra up this guy. Like, we just got a lot of different ways we can approach this. The problem is just losing to something like a Lust for War that we can't interact with. So that is what I'm going to do. Spore Cap Spider shouldn't matter much here. So let's suit this guy up with that thing. And then the question is, actually, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This is interesting. So I can Boar Umbra attack and just start putting the screws to the guy. Or I can play Soulbound Guardians and be a little bit more patient. I think it's actually correct just to Boar Umbra here. Like, he's stuck right now, and he's not in a great position. It's a little bit more risky. But he has no blocks for this thing, and we can play Soulbound Guardians, but who cares? Like, even if he moves this thing out of the way, we only take 3. I mean, I guess we do give him a card in that spot too, which I'm not thrilled about, but in the meantime, though, we get to just beat him down with this thing. Okay, so now he's got his own Snake Umbra on this, so he's going to attack with both and get to draw a card, but we get to kill this, and it's going to die. Yeah, I don't know if he wants to just throw away that thing just for a random card. Also, that means he doesn't get to block this thing anymore. So this probably just sort of shores up the game here. Yeah. All right, but we will unshore up the game. Put us back up to 20. and give us a threat. I mean, that's the main thing here. We have a threat now. Demystifies are coming in for sure, probably 2 of them. All right, you can't equip that, so we're going to get to swing with the worm. If we swing with the worm, is there any point to attacking with the heart beast? No, I think he's just going to, let's see, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I think he's just going to take the 7 here. And we'll just bolster our defense, especially in case we hit the our chariot. We want to be able to lethal him with this and this and this. I mean, I guess he has a block, but yeah. Battle Rattle Shaman. Beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target creature get +2/+0. That should not matter here. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This could matter, but it won't right now. Battlement. 2, 4, 6. He can throw everything in front. We kill this, or we knock off. So we knock off some Umbras, but then that wouldn't die. So yeah, we still have attacks here. So he must block. If we attack with this, he blocks here, and then he throws something out. Yeah, that seems fine. Especially because we have an overgrown battlement as well that we can use just as chump blocks. Alright, so it looks like he wants a chump block Battle Rattle. No? Can't do that. He wants to try to survive long enough to get an equip of that, so that one of these guys will actually kill this thing. And he's going to get a chance to go to 1 here, and then we're just going to play our battlement because there's no downside. Ship the turn. Land. Alright, so he gets to equip something here. So like he can equip this thing up, block here. That doesn't do it. Actually, no, if he equips, he's dead. Because neither of them will have enough toughness to block this trampler. Yeah, so maybe that equip plan wasn't what he was thinking. Maybe he's just got something else. If it was a turn ago, it would work. But the trample from Pelakka Worm's lethal, so he needs something. He needs... There you go, a Stomper Cub. And we draw, ooh, a Deathless Angel. And I think we can actually give this thing indestructible. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So any block is lethal. I think we still attack with both, though. Yeah. And we can just make something indestructible. And he loses. Alright. So 2 Demystifies coming in. I think those are going to be good versus him. Actually, wait. 1 Naturalize and a Demystify. We saw his equipment as well. So, yeah. Naturalize is better than Demystify. The 1 mana difference is almost irrelevant. They're both instant, so that doesn't matter. But I think 2 of them's good here. I like all the guard duties. I like all this stuff. I like everything we have here, really. I like the defensive stuff. I think we can cut the Mammoth Umbra. Actually, the Mammoth Umbra is really good against him. It's slow, but Vigilance is huge. It also blanks his, what's it called? His Lust for War. Because the creature doesn't become tapped when you attack, and you're going to attack with it anyway. I want all of these. I think I do want that, actually, too. Need to make 2 cuts here. I like our sideboard cards. I guess I can cut 1 guard duty. I like them against him, but I think that the Demystify and the Naturalize actually replace some of the guard duty's value there, so I think that's fine. I don't really know what else to cut. I guess the Shield Bearers is the worst of those. I mean, these Overgrown Battlements are basically the same card as far as blocking goes. I like having a lot of early action against decks like this, but I like our bullet sideboard cards really good too. So, oh baby, Yeah, I'm going to keep this one. We need to draw a land, but we've got the full 17 on the draw, and we have 2 or 3 turns to do it. There we go. And now we have Overgrown Battlement, and we can just puke our hand on the table, basically. I mean, this isn't an option, but down the line, we're going to draw a Plains at some point, right? That's going to be an issue. And there's the Plains, so Battlement. So that's something that we're going to have to deal with long term. We're going to need to find a way to put pressure back on him before he starts making that thing relevant. Spasm, sure. And we're going to play Nest Invader and Battlement this turn, I think. Yeah. Actually, let's just play Gnarlid. Yeah, let's just use up all of our mana. This guy actually has attacks right now. And then we'll just hope that we draw on one of our huge guys, you know, an Eldrazi or something like that. We'll just end this game because green-red has a hard time dealing with it. All right, so he forked bolts our Aura Gnarlid, which is a bummer, but fine. And he, oh, geez. All right, now we need one of our things very, very, very quickly because this guy is absurd. He's going to be a 6/6 attacking next turn. What's the best plan against that? Probably just doing this. I don't know if this is the best. I think that it is, because it should keep him from attacking us. Maybe just playing Deathless Angel's better. But I can double block this way and make it so that he just really can't attack me. I can play Deathless Angel next turn. I can also go for an equip on Soulbound and just try to race his Lord of Shatterskull pass if he wants to move in. This is going to be interesting. I don't know how this is going to turn out. It's going to really heavily depend on what he's got for tricks or removal in his hand. All right, you made a 6/6. It's not going to get any bigger than a 6/6, but he can just sit there and level it up and then just wipe our whole board at some point. I guess except for this. All right, no attack. So this is good for us. That's a nice draw too. So I think we need to equip attack and play Deathless Angel. Do we have enough to do that? I need 9. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I guess answer my question. Wait, actually this is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've got tons of extra mana. I forgot Soulbond. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Play this thing. We can't do anything with the thing yet. That'll be good later, but not right now. And then equip this, and I am going to just battle. 2, 3, 4. All right, so we have 2 7 toughness creatures somehow, which is just like super lucky. And I'm going to attack. And I'm going to keep that Warmonger's Chariot on the Soulbound Guardians. So the key here, though, is going to be do we get to untap here? Because if we do, then I have this thing active, and then things get ugly for our opponent. Because even the ability from this isn't quite enough. If it gets fully leveled, which he played a Forest, yeah, so it can't this turn. 2, 3, 4, unless he has a Prism or something. But it deals 6 damage to each creature defending player controls. But it's very fortunate for us that we happen to have a 5/7, which is just a random thing, and then this makes this a 6/7, so it would wipe out all of these, but we would have our 2 best creatures and our 2 lethal creatures going. Additional to that, we can save 1 creature with this ability, and if we draw Plains, we can save 2 creatures with it, and make them indestructible so that we can just throw them in front of the Lord and not take any damage. So we've put our opponent in a very tricky spot here, but I won't feel comfortable until I get to untap and have this ability available. This guy's just ridiculous. You can see what he does there. I mean, if he attacks, I'm not blocking. Yeah, I might block with this, actually. Yeah, I'd block with this. Because this is not going to live long anyway. Alright, level up. Level up. Good. And no attack. Alright, so this is just about perfect for us. Here's a guard duty too, just to add insult to injury. So we hit him for 11. Can we kill him this turn? No. But we can prevent this thing from attacking us, so let's just get him. And the question is, do we want to actually just guard duty that thing? Currently, given the board, we don't actually need to. If he moves in and he goes level up, it leaves him with 3 or maybe maximum 4 mana left. He attacks. It's probably safer just to do it. Like, I'd feel so silly if we lost the game because I didn't. Example. You know, he attacks, we make this thing indestructible, and then he goes forked bolt, 1 to this, 1 to this, and just wipes us out. Like, I just don't want that to happen. Conquering Manticore, gain control, right. So that's not going to do it here, unless he has a sacrifice outlet, which he does not currently. So he can steal that, sure. He can hit me in the air for 6. Which is fine. Arsonist doesn't do anything. Alright, I think we've got him here. Draw knights, sure. But we have 2 lethal attackers, and I don't think he's got 1 colorless mana. There's nothing that can really save him here. Alright, we got him. So, another one from my favorite format there. Took a little bit of a different take on it, but not entirely different. Just no Vent Sentinels, which, of course, I'm sad about. I really wanted to try to do blue-white, but sometimes it just doesn't come together. It certainly wasn't open here. All right, if you guys would like to send me an email, I've got a new email address for the show. I shortened it down a bit. It's lr@lrcast.com. Really simple. You can feel free to send one in. Even better, Twitter. If you want to just say hi or ask a quick question or whatever, Twitter's a great place to do that. My name is Marshall_LR on there. You can come say hi. On the clan. If you want to join the clan, you saw a few people do it during the course of the video. Very easy to do that as well. Simply send me a message here on Magic Online. Same name, Marshall_LR. The only rules are that you're not a jerk and that you love Magic. You will be in the clan if you meet those 2 requirements. Last but not least, for all things limited resources, lrcast.com. Guys, thanks for watching.